Hi, today I'm going to tell you about the U.S. tax law, which is income tax, a singles tax. There's a biased income tax creating a single tax burden. What is needed is some sort of single tax break. Income tax laws should be based on equality, giving everyone the same income tax breaks and not giving creating singles a tax burden. First, I'll tell you about the problem, which is a biased income tax law. The problem is that there is income tax law for couples and dependents, leaving a higher singles tax. This singles tax creates revenue for federal and state, but it also creates a singles tax burden. From a recent survey, Forbes and New Money Market Research did a recent survey where they surveyed over 1,000 singles and not singles, and the survey finds a massive 93% of singles acknowledge the burden of the tax. The burden of the singles tax. That's the problem with the singles tax. First, I told you about the problem. Now let me tell you what it caused. It caused a singles tax burden because of the cost of living. What needs to be done is to change the singles tax to lower the amount or to add a tax break for singles. Some sort of equal tax or automatic dependent. If you look it up in the IRS, a dependent is a qualifying child or relative who relies on you for financial support. To claim a dependent for tax credit or deduction, the dependent must meet a specific requirement, and that gives you a tax break according to the IRS website. So that is the cause. That's what it caused. It caused a single tax burden. The biased income tax, which is the singles tax. First, I told you about the problem, which is the biased income tax, singles tax. Then I told you what it caused. It caused a tax burden. Now let me tell you about a solution. A solution would be a single tax break, some sort of single tax break to combat the biased income tax law that created the single tax burden. This single tax break could be anything. Like I said, it could be the automatic dependent or equal tax, but the single tax break that is the solution to the problem will create a better economy with more independent adults at an early age, and it will relieve the economy of dependent adults, stimulate the economy by getting more rentals, houses sold, consumer will go up, there'll be more money. Singles will have more money to spend and to buy things and create their life with a home, cars. So that's the solution to the problem, is just create a singles tax break in some sort of equal tax or an automatic dependent for singles out there, so they can have a little bit more money in their pocket to live their life and help with cost of living. It's a burden the single tax law on such a young person trying to start their career in life. So, in conclusion, we talked about the biased income tax law, the, the single tax burden which it creates, and the single tax break which would be a solution to the problem and create a better economy with more independent adults. And that would help a lot, lift the single tax burden from a lot of the singles and put a little bit more money in their pocket. The single tax law should be looked at. I feel it would create a better economy, and hopefully one day we will get a chance and we'll all realize that could help. And when we're in the booth, we can vote for something that will cause that change. So don't forget that we all are part of the solution. Thank you for your time, and that was my thoughts on the singles tax.